All right. About 4 o'clock. We're just getting underway from pregame here as Matt comes up next to me. Welcome to another broadcast of Audubon Green Wave Soccer here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Yes, I am sitting down right now because I don't feel like standing to do pregame. But Woodstown is in town about a half hour down the road, down 295. Woodstown joining us for an out-of-conference game versus the Audubon Green Wave. As you can see, Woodstown has tied two teams this year, Bridgeton and Gloucester Catholic. And in the games that they won versus Schalich and Penns Grove, they won by 1 goal. As you can see, the goal differential, they seem to have a good defense with only 12 goals allowed, which is actually lower than the amount of goals that Audubon has allowed. But at the same time, they've only scored 8 goals. Yeah, Audubon has scored 28 goals and allowed 18, while Woodstown...
We've allowed 18?
18 goals allowed.
What teams?
The Haddon Township game really put a dent into that, and now they have 10 more goals than they do allowed. But regardless, though, Woodstown is a frequent flyer in Audubon. They tied versus the Green Wave last year, and then Woodstown, the Wolverines, they are called, they won in 2020 versus the Green Wave. Now, what should we expect for today's game? I remember I interviewed Trent Bannel last Thursday in Collingswood, and basically what he said is that this week we should go 2-1. Well, right now that's not the case. Best case scenario 1-2, as Audubon fell to Haddon Heights in overtime on Monday, 2-1, and a 6-1 devastating loss for the Green Wave on Wednesday versus Haddon Township. And speaking of Trent Bannel, there's a new face in the goal today. It's not McCracken, it's not Tro, it is the 2025 sophomore, Trent Bannel. He'll be making his first varsity start at goalie in 2022, as Gabe McCracken has been sent down to the junior varsity club to play today, and Andrew Tro will be here as a backup. Trent Bannel did back up John Perozzi before Gabe McCracken and Andrew Tro were even a part of the team in 2021, and he did get some playing time, especially in the last game of the year versus Haddon Township in the 5-1 playoff loss. But Trent Bannel in goalie. It's going to be a different kind of era for Audubon. Their third goalie that has started a game this year. If there's one position that has a lot of uncertainty, it is the goalkeeper's position. Matt, grab your mic. Tell me, what do you think about Trent Bannel being a goalie now?
I agree and disagree at the same time.
Okay.
So the pros for it are he is an experienced goalie. He plays for a club team that's very good. And I've seen him play before. He can jump high, he can block it all corners. He might be small, but he can reach it with his length. And the disadvantage is you're losing a very good field player.
That's true.
But then again, they do have Nico.
Nico Natale.
I've only seen him play, 10 minutes?
Yeah, he played 10 minutes in the Haddon Township
He played 10 minutes, and he's already varsity.
Yeah, Nico Natale.
That just shows that he's doing something right in practice.
Yeah, Nico Natale, number 4, came back from some nose surgery at the beginning of the school year. He will be making his varsity debut today, wearing number 4, a number that was not previously used by the Green Wave this year. But Nico Natale, maybe he's got something in him. You know, he's just got a lot of raw speed. He's got a lot of raw ability to just chuck it down the field. I don't know how he will do in the kicking aspect of things or in throw-ins or in punts, whatever it may be. But we'll see if he'll be used as more of a utility man. It seems like they're throwing him right into the fire, though. A couple of JV games, and that's all you need as the 2024 junior who joined AHS midway through last year. He will be very recognizable when you see him on the field. Number 4, long curly hair, maybe not long, but very curly hair with the blonde highlights. You'll be able to see him just fine. Let's take a look at
real quick, do you remember whose number that was last year?
That was Tyler Wilson's number. Who was it? Damien. I thought Damien was number 2. Regardless, though, can you grab me my starting lineup? Sure. Thank you very much. Here's our starting lineups presented by DJK Roofing, South Jersey's #1 roofing supplier with over 200 5-star reviews on the internet. Get a free quote today at djkroofing.com. And for the visiting Woodstown Wolverines coming in at 2-4-2, their starting lineup is as follows. Ben Stengel, the sophomore, will be in goal. Caleb Gerace will be number 2 as a junior. Eric Lipovsky, the sophomore. Jesse Bray, the senior. Cole Lucas, the sophomore. Brent Williams, the junior. Bryce Ayers, the freshman, 2026. Adrian Ibarra, the sophomore. Sammy Horwell, a senior, Caleb Carter, a senior, and Evan Gow, a senior. Now, NJ.com does have a lot of off-putting numbers. They do have a lot of inaccurate numbers, so the head coach, Darren Huck, he was kind enough to correct that for me, so big appreciation for that. And for the Green Wave, obviously with Trent Bannel being in goal, it's going to look a little different. It'll be Tyler Wiltsey, Blaise LaFrance, Terry Herron, JJ Stockland, Tony Giordano, Ben Cameron, Kaina Ugana Afere, Trent Bannel in goal wearing number 77, RJ Homa and Hayden Wiltsey, and Nico Natale, number 4. Everybody's getting on their sideline. They're getting ready to change out of their practice jerseys and get into their warm-ups. We'll point the camera their way in just a second.
I got a real quick comparison there.
Yes.
So I have been noticing this in the last couple games, but I want to see if you noticed it. Have you seen a really good comparison of Connor and Tyler?
Yes.
Now,
the difference is that Tyler likes to share the ball more.
Connor's watching, so watch what you're saying.
I know. Well, I don't know if he's watching.
There's a lot of comparisons. One, they both score a lot of goals. 2, they both had a really, really nice shot. And 3, both of them can't touch the ball for any.
Right.
But one thing I do see is it seems like Tyler is going to pass Connor for the amount of goals he had last year.
That is very possible. He's at 9 goals right now.
Connor had 15. So
Connor
that's
had
only
15.
6 away.
And we're only a month into the year.
He could get, and we play Paulsboro and Gloucester.
Right.
He could put up to 2 goals each that game, probably.
Right. I'm Dan Wilkins with Matt Wagner. This has been the DJK Roofing pregame show. Teams are lining up, getting the ground rules from the referees, including Don, who's on the right side. We had a younger referee that had showed up before in his gray car, but then he pulled away. I guess he must have gone to another venue, although I think that they had asked him to do a JV game. So, Matt, we'll switch chairs. We'll be ready in just a minute for Woodstown and Audubon here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. If you have any questions or comments about today's broadcast, drop me a line at Dan, D-A-N, Wilkins, WILKINS, show, SHOW, at gmail.com. We're also looking for new sponsorships for the 2022 fall season and the 2023 baseball season in the spring. It's just $50 for one sport, $75 for 2, and $125 for all 3. 10,000 views and counting for baseball in 2022. And of course, if you want to get your sponsorship, small business, or brand to a large and growing online stage, I gotta say, maybe I'm a little biased, but this is the place to do it. Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Get yourself out there on a large and growing internet platform. We're going to switch it over to the scoreboard. I still have to reset the score from the Haddon Township game, which would be important. Mike Tomasetti giving some commands to his players as they prepare on the sideline.
You guys know it?
Mike Tomasetti wants something. They'll be running a new formation today. I don't know if Matt will be the one to spot it, but I was told that they're running a new formation.
I'll tell you what as soon as they do it.
Audubon meeting in their huddle with their head coach, Mike Tomasetti, and for Woodstown head coach Darren Huck.
You said Audubon has a new formation?
Yeah, Audubon was being told that they have a new formation today. Not sure what, not sure how it will be implemented, but I am told that one is there. Trying to straighten out this camera because it's tilted right now.
Not a big audience today, doesn't seem.
Well, Woodstown's also an out-of-conference team. They're far away. And that's not a slight against them. That's just how it is. Woodstown, on Apple Maps, says it's 36 minutes away from home. But Audubon break from their huddle. We'll see if they can, or if Matt can notice anything unusual.
Great throw, Trent. Great throw.
Yeah, Trent threw his Gatorade bottle, but it landed about 20 feet short. Closer to like 50 feet short. Woodstown lines up. They will circle around. Let's take a look at the pregame weather report as I opened up the wrong app. But it's 63 degrees here in Audubon. Wind blowing east to northeast at 12 miles per hour. It looks like the rain threat has moved up, so if needed, I will have to put this stuff under the umbrellas, which will be okay.
Is the camera able to get wet?
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm going to put an umbrella over it if anything starts coming down. So.
Oh, well, my thing is saying not till 10 o'clock.
Yeah, Weather Channel might have something different, but a lot of fans are prepared in case something happens. On the front line is the player making his varsity debut today, Nico Natale, number 4, along with Tyler Wiltsey and Kanasochi Ugana-Ferre and
Nico.
Hayden Wiltsey.
I see it.
You see it?
Yep, they had Tony playing sweeper.
Yeah, there you go. Tony's playing sweeper.
They're playing weird. They have an more wide out in the midfield.
Yeah.
They have a Hayden seems to be playing a solo position. They look like they're playing 3 strikers too.
Yeah, possibly. We'll see what happens. We got 80 minutes of soccer to play between the Woodstown Wolverines and the Audubon Green Wave. Audubon on the left side of your screen with the green and yellow accented jerseys, and for Woodstown, white jerseys with blue numbers on the right side of your screen. We'll wait for the whistles from the officials, and we are underway here on this beautiful Friday afternoon. This one's an immediate chance for Natale, as you can see his just raw speed at full potential, and that ball is saved by the Wolverines goalkeeper Ben Stengel, 2025 sophomore. Yeah, about a 50-50 chance of rain. It'll be a coin flip to see if the Appalachian Mountains are able to stop whatever's coming our way. As Blaise LaFrance sends this one out to the newcomer Natale.
I remember this year.
Number 21 for Woodstown, Eric Lepofsky, who is a sophomore. He was a freshman last year, so class of 25.
Very small.
Yeah, I would say that he's, he's shorter than Nico, and Nico himself is not necessarily
I think like 5'6".
Probably around that. That one goes through the 5-hole of LaFrance and out of play. A nice volley there by Brent Williams, the class of 23 junior. He's the only one with actual height weight information on him.
Come back about 5, guys.
They'll have to come back about 5, as this will be thrown in by Eric Lepofsky. Lepofsky heaves that one out to number 2, Mr. Caleb Gerace. Tony, who's playing sweeper this afternoon, sends this one out to Blaise, who volleys that one over. Now Natale will be outnumbered 3-1. This one will be stopped by Woodstown's number 22, Caleb Carter. J.J. Stockland stopped by Woodstown's number 10, Ryan Polk. A good fake there by number 11, Adrian Ibarra. And Trent Bannel will have his first save as a varsity goalie. I know that that our wonderful photographer,
That's
Janice.
not a save.
What's that?
That's not a save.
What?
That's not a save. It wasn't a shot on net.
Okay, fair enough. But still, his first opportunity is what I meant. Maybe not a proper save, but his first opportunity to do something. That one's out of play towards the class of 2022, Ryan Wolak. Up in the air.
Little opportunity for Hayden here.
Yeah, Hayden's got a shot, trying to get it away from Caleb Carter. That one's bounced out by number 36, Sammy Horwell. Yeah, I know that Janice Bannel is set up near the goalpost because now Trent's in the goal. Yeah, Janice is down there.
Oh, nice.
You bet.
Tony calls for
They
Ben.
try to sit more near like where he's playing.
Yeah. Although Janice is a great photographer, I'm glad that she has allowed me to use her pictures during the broadcast, because there will be some more graphics coming in the second half of the season that involve actual pictures, which will be nice. Natale in the air with a bit of a shot to the right. It's bounced off of Carter, who actually seems to pat at his
Looks
forehead
like
a
Jason
little bit.
Stockton's starting in place for George today.
Yeah, no George Heller in the lineup today, although he is present down the sideline.
Do you know why that is?
I do not know why. I mean, there might just be some tweaks that have been made. I mean, with how Natale's making his debut, I guess that Heller's just being given some rest, considering there has been 3 games this week. So,
I
mean, I don't know. I apologize if I sound a little nasally. I am getting over a little bit of a head cold, so will not stop me from broadcasting, though, because that's just how we roll down here. This one might be a shot here for Woodstown's number 7, who is stopped by Audubon's number 7, Tony Giordano, and that ball is stopped by Trent on a can of corn, so he will get that one with ease and bring that one back out to the senior Hayden Wiltsey, who now brings this one out to midfield, being met by number 11, Ibarra. Orwell's coming in. He's going to try to stop him there, but nothing. Lepovsky, Natale going out. LaFrance has it. France lines one. Tyler stops it. Bounced off the head of number 20. Bryce Ayers. Stopped by Kina. Jason had to backtrack a little bit to get back to that ball. Kina's coming in versus number 4, Mr. Jesse Bray. Tony again in that sweeper spot. That one bounces just over Wiltsey's head and back out to Carter.
I think the reason for the sweeper spot is what we heard from that one parent earlier, that one kid's offsides a lot.
Right.
So if the refs do miss an offsides call, there could be a potential goal because of that.
Yeah, there was a kid that was having some fun banter with me, talking about how he's always offsides. Nico might set one up to Tyler, but he's blocked by Carter. He's outnumbered like 4-1 on defense. Natale's still standing there in the corner, kinda swing and a miss, and now Stockton will have to go back out as some groans arise from the Audubon side and some heads are shaking. But
so it would be RJ.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was just kind of a whiff, for lack of a nicer term. Oh, just off to the right. Stengel had a shot to get there, but it didn't matter. Look how far out Trent's playing. I mean, he was up there. We saw that with Cole Johnson versus Haddon Township on Wednesday.
Cole Johnson.
It's a little similar how he's playing that far out, maybe a good 15, 20 feet, if not more. I mean, that's actually pretty far out, like maybe 30 feet, I would say. I mean, he's darn near midfield. This one will be thrown in by Lepovsky. Up over Orwell. Back down to RJ Homa, who knocks this one down. Ben Cameron comes in. Clashes a little with number 9, Mr. Evan Gao. Orwell gets this one over, and Bannel will pick this one up after taking a couple steps backwards. Yeah, Woodstown, from what I understand, after talking to Darren Huck and a couple of the parents that have been here about 30 minutes before the bus even got here, is that Woodstown is a very young team. Looking at their starting lineup, after Tyler Wiltsey maybe makes this shot, he's going to fake past number 20, and now Natale will have to go back and make amends as Homa sends this one to the right side of our booth to a Woodstown parent. But yeah, looking at their starting lineup as LaFrance gets ready to throw this one in. Sophomore, senior. Yes, sophomore, senior, another sophomore, junior, freshman, sophomore Ibarra, and then senior. So they had 9 seniors on the club last year, which was the same amount that Audubon had. So it's kind of like starting from square one all over again. And Woodstown has the same dilemma that we have, with a bunch of freshmen and a bunch of sophomores that are there. They have a very similar roster structure to how we have one. And Audubon seems to have had, at least statistically, a little bit more success in the first 8 games than Woodstown has had, since both teams have played 8. Woodstown is 2-4-2, and the Green Wave being 5-3. Although they were 5-1 before this week started, but a lot has changed in the last 2 games, and the Green Wave look to salvage a win before the Monday Night Lights game that is scheduled versus Camden Catholic. And LaFrance will send this to his goalie, and that was a pop-up and a half. They tried setting up a good punt by Bannel, but it just did not have the footing. Seems like he was trying to rush it a little bit, but And Stockland goes for a fall. A lot of planes flying overhead today. Probably a lot coming from the south, where Hurricane Ian is hitting pretty hard.
I don't know if they want to come up here. It's about to hit up here in a couple days. So.
Yeah, but at least it'll just be heavy downpours, not destroy towns like Fort Myers, Florida. I have my Aunt Barbara and Uncle Gunnar who live in Naples, not too far from Fort Myers, and they do seem to be right in the path of the hurricane. Not sure how they're doing right now, but I have been told that they are hanging in there. So I know we have some viewers that live in Florida in the southeast U.S., especially extended families of players. So if you're affected by the hurricane, we wish you well, and we hope everything works out for you, because obviously Hurricane Ian is one of the most devastating hurricanes of the last 10 years that we have seen. This one's thrown in by LaFrance, bounced off the head of Wiltsey, and we're going to bounce around some more like a bouncy house, and now Kina will bounce this one off his head. It'll go back to Caleb Carter. Tyler Wiltsey in the thick of it. A lot of Woodstown players circling around him. Look at Finn King, the ball handler. He's really running hard. Wiltsey's going to set one up, kind of in slow motion, trying to outsmart Lipovsky, and that one is good, straight into the corner.
Great shot.
That one had less than a couple inches of a margin of error, and it's a 1-0 Audubon lead, unofficially about 10.5 minutes in here in the first half. That is quite the impressive goal by Hayden Wiltsey. Some wind gusts coming in, like we said, wind blowing east to northeast, which is basically blowing, I would say, in the direction of the embezzlement Golden Corral. That's what I call it. The embezzlement Golden Corral. This one's stopped by Caleb Durace. And a whistle is blown for Durace being down. He gets back up, though, once the whistle is blown.
You're good, boys.
This one will be kicked by Lipovsky, as I almost lost my footing trying to walk. This one will be kicked by Stengley. Almost ran out of time.
That's a very risky kick right in the middle.
Yeah, and Sean Clark, who's now in the game, was there as well.
All Nico really had to do was, if Nico was able to predict that quicker,
yeah,
he would have just took that and scored.
Now, what would you say? We've had all this talk about sweepers. What would you say that their importance is as a part of the formation? Like, what would you define?
The sweeper is the back there so that if any through balls go through, they can clear it out before a faster striker gets through.
Okay, like a clear out.
A couple teams play sweeper because of Connor.
Because of Bellata?
Because Connor, they played sweeper because he was really fast.
Are you only saying that because there's a chance he's watching?
No, some teams play sweeper now. Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler's just. I'm gonna be honest right now. He's not as skilled as Connor is. Connor's a lot better at soccer overall than Tyler is.
And Connor's
still,
also
Tyler,
been
he's a lot older than Tyler, too. He's played soccer a lot longer than Tyler.
I don't think that, honestly, I know we were talking about Tyler and Connor before the game, but do we really think that's that fair of a comparison?
Why not? They both play the same position. They both are fast. They both have a nice kick. There's a lot of comparisons you can make. So there's
Hayden goes for a
I've even
slide.
talked to Connor before. Nice job. There's just some things that aren't able to be compared.
Yeah. But it seems like every comparison that we've made this year is blank, ex-player and Connor Bellata. There were 9 seniors on the team. There's obviously room for somebody else to be comparable. Wiltsey's going to go for number 2, but he does not, and that one bounces into the embezzlement Golden Corral. What's that?
No, I said just one wide left.
Yeah. So a
Can't
JV
have
player.
them all.
What's that?
Can't have them all.
Yeah. No. Yeah. The football game for Audubon, which they are currently losing 12-6. Was
Well,
that
last time we
time we checked? I will check in a couple minutes.
I can check right
yeah,
now.
check
I have
Carbone's Twitter.
Twitter.
Check Carbone's Twitter.
Our viewers a little update.
Oh, and Sean Clark dives in face first like it's a charcuterie.
Ooh, is he gonna get up?
Yeah, he'll get up.
He is a little limp on his right foot. It looks like.
Yeah, he dove in face first like it's a charcuterie board, and he will now.
What are your? I swear. I swear these comparisons you make are amazing.
What can I say? Can't wait for Thanksgiving.
Okay, 2 minutes ago, Audubon lost.
Audubon lost.
7-12. We lost.
Season continues to be rough for Audubon Green Wave football.
I mean, we lost a lot of people last year.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
Pretty much the whole offensive line left.
Yeah, that was most of who had left on the football team, the offensive line.
Pretty much everybody else, all the receiver corps and running backs, and they're all there. Defensive.
Although I'm excited for Jonah Jordan.
All the DBs.
I'm excited for Jonah Jordan to start playing baseball in freshman year. He could be a true power threat, really. Very excited about the class of 26 and 27.
Yeah, what color is this hoodie?
Green.
What shade?
Like soulless green.
Give me a shade that somebody will actually understand.
Well, it just has no soul in it. It's like somebody took green and
just dragged
took it behind a. Yeah, it's somebody took the color green and took it behind a woodshed.
Oh my god. These comparisons you make are amazing today.
Well, I never claimed to be a professional. I mean, yes, this is what I want to do, when I'm older, but who says you can't have fun? There's a fine line between professionalism and having fun. As that one goes out to the abandoned ambulance. Point of no return out there. I don't know, whatever smokehouse, the cell tower, abandoned mobile home. It's creepy back there. Anyways, unofficially 15:43. There's no real clock here, and we just run it based off of what we've seen. Number 4 for Woodstown, Mr. Jesse Bray will get this one off to Gervais.
We did hear he took corners.
What's that?
We did hear from a parent that he does take the corner pass.
Yeah, and just like Hayden Wiltsey's our guy for Audubon to do that?
Well, Hayden's more of an offensive player. He's a defensive player, so you don't commonly see them taking kicks. He might be in the action to receive the kick, but
Nico Natale will take a seat. Hassan Kasich, the Turkish-American, is in.
You always mention that when it comes in. I find it funny.
I say it because it's a really interesting, backstory and a mix of cultures.
There's a lot of other people on the team with a mixture of cultures, too.
I mean, let's be honest, half the team is just a bunch of white guys.
More than half. But there's some people.
Like Kaina.
Kaina
moved here from Nigeria a couple of years ago.
Yes, he did with his sister.
Yes.
I was in a couple classes with his sister last year. Zara.
Yes. What's her name?
Nico. Do you know Nico's?
I do not. I mean, it might just be like a Latin thing. I'm not sure. He doesn't, talk with an accent. And not to say that an accent means
somebody
that you're
in my work
from...
has literally the same hair.
Right.
The same colored hair and everything.
Yeah.
It looks like literally.
And not to say that because you have an accent, you're from a different culture. People from Alabama speak different from people from New York. That doesn't mean they're from a different culture.
People from New York speak different than New Jersey.
Yeah. From New York.
New York.
No, but
Manhattan.
Especially in these modern ages, 40 years ago, if there was somebody that had a thick, heavy accent, you could tell where they're from. But now, with how multicultural society is becoming, especially in these areas of New Jersey, I mean, we're kind of a sandwich in between New York and Philadelphia, some of the most diverse cities in the U.S. So you see a lot of multiculturalism, and it blends in soccer. Like Lindenwald is almost an entirely Latin team. Here's a shot from the corner. Kasich tried to get it home. He tries it again, and now Lepovsky kicks it out.
Great move up by RJ there.
Yeah, and he bounces that one straight off his jersey number on the center of his chest.
Ooh,
liner.
Hard block.
That was a very hard block. Woodstown getting vocal on the sidelines there, supporting their guys as they've been closer to Trent Bannel than they have all day. Ibarra passes it to
I like
Horwell.
how there's a defensive player so you can have one. It's not really an opportunity to have one.
Yeah.
You gotta move the ball closer in to
Yeah.
have one.
Here comes Tyler.
Now we're gonna have one.
Mark Wiltsey in the corner. He'll get to witness this one right here. Open net, and no problem. No problem. 10 goals in 9 games for Tyler Wiltsey. He has been incredible.
Tyler and Hayden scored so far.
Yeah, Tyler and Hayden. They won the game in Collingswood thanks to a Tyler to Hayden brother-to-brother combo. And now both brothers have scored. It is 2-0 Green Wave. Unofficially 19 minutes and counting. We'll get underway again with a kick from number 7, Brent Williams. Now out to Ibarra, who's going to bring this one to Gerace. Ben Cameron getting a little physical with him, body to body, and now this one will go out of play.
Still don't see a comparison from the Cameron brothers.
What's that?
Still don't see any comparison to Cameron brothers.
I don't even think they're honestly that alike.
I don't think they look alike at all.
Soccer-wise, or how they, how they. Well, not just that, how they play.
They don't play that similar at all either.
No, Tyler and Hayden do play pretty similarly, in my opinion.
No, not in my opinion. Hayden plays a lot more with dribbling. Tyler plays more of speed.
Yeah, Tyler just takes the ball and runs away with it.
Yeah, pretty much. He doesn't really try to do many fancy moves. Hayden tries to do all the Maradona and stuff.
And also how Hayden plays being an ambidextrous kicker.
That does help him.
That does play to his advantage.
Especially on being able to cross the ball.
Kina's going to fall down as they might have number 3, Lipovsky, as the ball is spinning around like a top, and it now bounces out to the right side. Cameron's going to try to keep it in, but he does not. He is unsuccessful. That ball was spinning so quickly, and just nobody would touch it like there was a force field around it. It was really incredible how that ball was just not touched, and then Lipovsky finally got it out.
See the great communication from our goalie on the opposite side of the field.
Oh, yeah. Trent has always been one of the most vocal players of the team, whether that's a positive thing or a bad thing.
In goal, at goal, he's doing good. 1 minute
he might be cheering our guys on. 2nd minute he might yell the F-bomb in front of my mic. That's how it is.
One time.
A couple times. He did it last year too. Did you take off the cover?
I do it a lot, honestly.
Oh.
Very fidgety, just sitting there.
Well, then just hold the mic. Move it around a little bit. Move your hips.
No, that way, that just looks weird.
This one will be out to the right side. Tony Giordano trying to defend against Woodstown's number 3, Ben Lippincott, 2026 freshman.
As we have the wannabe soccer player running the ball.
Finn King, yeah. Still no shoes. It's like he left them at home.
No, he's trying to be Devin Booker, too. Dang it, I didn't mean to say that. You always see him dribbling the ball.
It's a shame you're not under contract or else I'd fire you.
Huh?
I said it's a shame you're not under contract or else I'd fire you.
Yeah, I only volunteered to do this.
Well, I mean, it's a difference between what I do, play-by-play, and what you do, analysis. I just call it as it is. You tell me why. You tell me how.
I help you out with explanations.
Yeah.
So an early 2-0 lead for us.
Yeah.
Looking pretty decent right now.
And when it's bounced off the center of the back of Lippincott. Adrian Ibarra trying to get a shot, and it goes wide over the net. Woodstown has a couple injured players. Carson Bradway.
Woodstown, you said, right?
Yeah, Joe Kerpis, Grant Prather, Dante Misticelli, Luke Shaw, and Jack Morris, all ineligible for the game due to injury. Which means that Woodstown is running a little bit shorthanded. They probably have about the same amount of players on the bench, though, as Audubon does, so it's not that stark of a difference.
They might be injured. Some of them might be injured, though.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. Some of them might be those injured guys, so they may be a little more shorthanded. I don't know. Than we are. And that's not to say that we are shorthanded. It's just that when JV is not here, it doesn't feel like there's much of a cushion. Like, you have Andrew Troh, the backup goalie. But who else do you have on the sideline? You have Casey Cameron, Pat Gallagher, George Heller, Sean Clark, Kina.
I would say
maybe about 5 or 6 guys on the sideline.
Hassan's usually sideline. So usually sideline Hassan. But
Yeah. Like, you have your reserves that you put in at a normal basis.
maybe if nobody's looking, Ryan Woolard.
if he shades, looks like a
I
freshman.
don't know. Ryan Woolard probably could still pass as a senior.
He doesn't have that deep of a voice either.
His voice is pretty.
Don't tell him I said that.
He knows it. I don't have a deep voice either.
I think mine is deeper than yours.
It is.
It also doesn't help that I have a head cold, so my voice gets deeper when I have a head cold.
I feel like a lot of people.
Yeah, because you're sick. JJ Stockland trying to battle hard. Hayden Welty bounces it off of his shin.
And it's kicked out by number 4.
Natale. It goes out to Mr. Carter.
No, number 4 is Bray, isn't it?
I thought it was Nico Natale.
No, I think.
Oh, you're talking for Woodstown. Woodstown, number 4
Bray.
is Jesse Bray, the 2023 senior.
How is Nico's last name spelled?
Natale.
So Natalie.
Yes, but it's pronounced Natale.
Nico Natale.
Jeray's trying to put Woodstown on the board, and Heron saves them from potential disaster.
Looked like Trent was ready to get to
They're
it.
going to get right back into business, though.
And there's the offsides call.
There's the offsides call that I had been predicting an hour before the game. Unofficially, 24:57, just about. Keep them on our clock, maybe off by a little bit. As the wind is coming in, the clouds continue to roll over us, but no drops of rain yet.
World peace.
Keyword yet.
World peace.
What?
World peace.
World peace.
World peace.
I didn't hear what you said.
World peace.
All right. Ibarra battling with Homa. Now with Heron, he's outnumbered. JJ Stockland trying to outsmart him. Now Lippincott. His parent calls for a shot.
I'm going to have to wear a thermal on Monday.
And a can of corn right to Bannel.
Should have worn a thermal today.
A thermal?
Yeah, it's cold.
Like a
You're
blanket?
sitting here wearing a short-sleeve shirt and shorts.
I won't lie. I'm a little chilly, but that's how I am. My room is at 63 degrees constantly, so.
What? How do you afford that?
Tower fan. The AC is at 63, but I make it a little colder with the tower fan.
You know, our AC's at like 73.
Thanks, Brian.
Enough talk about AC units.
Yeah. Let's talk about some defense.
I get it.
AC,
We'll
DC.
make it count.
Damn, what would you do one day if I was just talking here 1 minute and the next minute you saw me like on the field? Like as a
I
player.
would object to it.
Just the next thing you know,
Like I said, you were supposed to do the ball carrying one.
I'm running down the field playing, holding the mic.
Not playing, but you know, this one will be in the corner by Bray. Brings it out to Lippincott.
Can you imagine your color commentator being like mic'd up during the game?
Yeah,
That'd be cool if you could get that done somehow. Like if you could mic up a player.
it's against New Jersey.
I know.
rules, so
I'm saying like it'd be cool.
that
if you
one
could.
is out. It'll be Audubon's ball. Blaisdell France will throw this one in. It's bounced off the center of the chest of Woodstown's number 13, Mr.
Great grab there by the referee
Yeah.
as he walks past the ball.
Oh, thank you. I do have Ludens in my bag, but not on me. It's back at home. Nice lady next to me gave me a cough drop, and I dropped it.
It's wrapped.
You threw it to me, Matt.
Casey Cameron.
Yeah, Casey
Ball.
Cameron in the game, trying to aim for his brother, Caleb Gerace.
Ooh, just out.
He's at the hole. Tony's calling out some orders, and that one off the head of Lepovsky with a little bit of a curve out to Hayden Wiltsey. Wiltsey's trying to ricochet this one back out to RJ.
Got it.
Come on, RJ.
Has RJ scored this year yet?
He may have in one of the blowouts.
I wouldn't have been surprised if he did.
In one of the 8-0 or 8-1 game versus Ballsboro and Gloucester. Up in the air. Back down to earth. Bringing it up. Number 5. Blake Bilecki. And that one will be out of play before it can be given a volley by Brent Williams. Wind continuing to roll as it is 4:41 unofficially.
Speaking what you meant to say as it is freezing. That's what you meant to say.
Well, 32 or
Who's
below.
in the hoodie over there?
That will probably be Ryan Wolak.
No, he has
the player?
He has Audubon shorts on.
Turn your head, boy.
He's injured. Oh, it's Pat.
Oh, it's Pat. Yeah, Pat has that hoodie.
Why is he not?
I thought he was cleared from the concussion. RJ wide right. What's that?
That's what I heard. I heard he was cleared.
Yeah, I heard he was cleared.
Here.
Football landed near our booth. Foam football. Out to Lepovsky. Casey Cameron's going to confront him. And we'll see. Lepovsky goes down, goes for a little bit of a loop-de-loop and pull, and...
Let's say he pulls about 5 people. I don't know.
Oh, Natale almost had his first goal.
Right there.
And it just got saved by Stengel, and now Kaina is down. He gets back up. Natale on the far side of the field.
Seems like Kaina gets pushed on. Nothing ever gets called.
He does.
Like, that happened to, who's that against? That was against Heights, and it, like, after a while, you can't really deal with it anymore. It's,
yeah.
He's kind of good.
Which is probably why he got the yellow card, because he was fed up.
Yeah, we're not surprised.
This one will bounce, and it will go out of play. That's not my job to pick it up. Here comes Blaze, or actually no, it'll be Ben Cameron who will throw this one in. Off of the head of Lepovsky. Back to Ben, lands right in front of Hayden, basically right in front of his feet. Now this will go over the head of Natale, kind of overachieved on that goal.
A little bit too far away.
Yeah, looks like the rain is expected around 6, so if needed, we will have to pack up pretty quickly.
Oh, looks like George is coming in now.
Yeah, George is back. Blaze is out. He'll take a seat.
Looks like he's gingerly running.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he took a maybe he took a hit or something.
He hasn't played yet.
What, Blaze?
It's the first time he's been in the game. No.
Oh, George? I don't know.
Usually he's a starter, so I'm just confused on why he started today. I mean, it's not like he's doing pretty good.
Look at Casey Cameron. This will be brought out by Ayers. Oh, RJ.
Does RJ still have that cast on?
He does on his left wrist, although it seems like it may have been lessened in degree.
It looks like it's a smaller one today. Nico with the speed right now on his back.
Yeah, this one only brought Mr. Chelly. We'll stop the ball. We'll stop the momentum, but Woodstown will kick this one out at midfield. 32-23, you're watching coverage of Audubon Green Wave Soccer here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. If you have any questions or comments about today's broadcast, drop me a line at the THE Dan DAN Wilkins WILKINS show at gmail.com. Any sponsorship inquiries should also go to that email, as we are looking for sponsors for the 2022 fall season and the 2023 spring season. $50 for one sport, $75 for two, and $125 for all three. Sliding in and doesn't go. very proud that that Nico Natale is getting this opportunity to play varsity because he wanted to play, but he wasn't here last year. He came.
I still don't know what school he came from.
I don't know.
Seems like nobody knows what school he came from.
If we get the chance, post game we'll ask.
I mean, if he's player of the game.
Well, I mean, you can ask him like on his way out or something.
Right now, I don't even have to do one player of the game to me. Both people that scored or people that we've interviewed.
Not to say that we can't do it again.
I don't know. I just like getting interviews for most people.
Right. Because last year my mentality was it's based off of who statistically did the best.
But when you do that, there's not a lot that they can say. They can only say the same thing over and over.
Yeah. It gets very corporate.
I mean, once you interview Connor Bellata, would you interview him like 3 times last year, I think?
I think twice.
And you interviewed Josh like once or twice, I think.
Yeah, I interviewed Josh after the Glassboro playoff game.
I think those are the only people you interviewed.
No, I interviewed,
You didn't interview Damien, did you?
I don't think I did. I interviewed a lot of seniors, I think.
You didn't interview John, I know that.
I did not.
You did that for baseball.
I did.
I don't think you interviewed Wolak. I might have interviewed him.
I think I did once.
Cooper?
Hayden, I think I did last year.
I don't think you did Cooper.
I think I did. Yeah, this year structurally is a lot different than last year. I did. Off the head of Giordano, now over towards Blaise LaFrance. And we stopped. Nina's got this one sliding. And Clark hits it in the air. Backwards kick there by Lepovsky, stopped by Ibarra. Stopped by Tony. Here he comes, Casey, and Heller knocks it out.
A little bit too forward there, but
yeah.
So, yeah, you weren't even watching.
Sorry, I'm pulling up Woodstown's schedule. My bad.
Who are they playing next?
I was going to give a little recap of how they've done and where they've come and where they have after this as Tony gets that one out toward the sideline. So they beat Shalek on September 9th. Shalek, excuse me. And they lost to Gateway 4-1. That was the only, get this, the Gateway 4-1 loss was the only game that they have won or lost by more than one goal. Well, yeah, but they might get one back and they might, lose 2-1 or tie or win.
More than 2.
Yeah, but
doesn't seem like we're...
Their last win was on September 13th versus Penns Grove, 3-2, and then a 1-0 loss to Pennsville, 1-1 tie versus Bridgeton. They did. They beat Shalek and Penns Grove. Shalek is 4-4 this year in Tri-County. But Pennsville 1-0 loss, Bridgeton 1-1 tie. What's that? They are 6-2.
Wow.
So it seems like the 2 teams that they have beat
aren't bad teams.
Their only other loss is versus Haddon Township. Who is Haddon Township?
I mean, shoot, Haddon Township's Haddon Township. So.
Yeah, Haddon Township is Haddon Township.
Haddon Township's undefeated right now, I'm pretty sure. So
they are 6-1.
Yeah, that's right. They lost to West Effort.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
But 1-0 loss to Glassboro on the 27th. And then yesterday, 1-1 tie in double OT versus Gloucester Catholic. They then play Shalek again on the 3rd, and then after that, Penns Grove, Wildwood. That will be a long, long bus ride. Pittman, West Hampton Tech, Overbrook, Salem, Egg Harbor, and Glassboro. And then after this, for Audubon, they play Camden Catholic on Monday on the Monday Night Lights game, assuming the rain holds up. And yes, the final score from football versus Overbrook was a 12-7 loss. And I apologize, it was at Overbrook. I thought it was in Audubon, but it was at Overbrook.
We never play that. We literally never play.
It seems like it.
It's such a nice. We have a nice field, nice.
Very nice facilities, yeah.
And we don't play.
Yeah, Camden Catholic this year is.
That is probably why they didn't do the turf field at the football field.
Yeah, Camden Catholic this year is 0-6-2. They haven't won yet, but they've also played some of the biggest schools that are so big that they could be an independent republic.
Breakaway here.
Yeah, Tyler Wiltsey trying to get this shot off. He lines one up, trying to get it home, and it's wide right.
Too high.
Yeah, Camden Catholic lost to Lenape 3-2. Again, a school so big that it could be an independent republic. Tied versus Princeton Day, a school that I personally have never heard of. I made the joke pregame that it was Princeton Day, Princeton Night, and Princeton Afternoon. Cherry Hill West 5-0 loss. 1-1 tie versus Morristown, 4-1 loss to Eastern, 3-1 versus Cherry Hill East, 5-3 versus a school called Life Center, which is a private school that's 8-1 this year, and then a 6-0 loss versus Shawnee. And get this, they've only played two games in the Olympic Conference out of the 8 that they've played. Only 6 are out-of-conference games. As far as I'm concerned, this is the first out-of-conference game for Audubon all year. The rest have been in conference. Woodstown wants a handball. They don't get it.
I didn't personally see.
No, I didn't see that either. Kicked by Caleb Carter, who grunts in frustration. Ibarra stops this one. Tries to get the momentum off to another Woodstown player, but Giordano, the sweeper, that is a strong kick on the run as well. Didn't even have to line it up, really. He just worked. Thrown in by Woodstown.
Looks like George is going to charge to that.
Oh, look out, Blaze.
Nice side foot touch by there.
Yeah, very nice touch there. Here comes Casey Cameron. He might have a shot, but it is blocked by Stengel. An amazing shot by Ben Stengel.
3, 2, 1.
That fan timed it perfectly on the end of the half.
That sucks. We had a corner kick right there, too.
Yeah, corner kick was ready to go, but so are we. We are ready to go to halftime.
Take a break.
Yeah, 2-0 Audubon. Goals from Tyler and Hayden Wiltsey as we go to the break. We'll be right back. We'll mute our mics. You're watching DWB Soccer for the Audubon Green Wave versus the Woodstown Wolverines. I'm Dan Wilkins with Matt Wagner. We'll be right back. Hey folks, we're back. 40 minutes down, 40 to go. We're here at the Green Wave turf as the Green Wave wait in the huddle. Woodstown also waiting. Matt Wagner is talking with Nico Natale's mom. There is Nico right there, making his varsity debut. Very happy for Nico. I didn't know a lot about him before today, but he is a very respectable man. Holds, I think everybody holds him to high regard, and he's
Hey, let's take a play, Ken. Come on.
he's a great guy, and I'm glad that he's on the team. He won't get into too many details, but the reason why he plays is because he was supposed to have no surgery but did not. So now that he's here, we answered the question of where he came from. Came from the Bronx. So quite a long journey for him. As we are underway in the second half here from the Green Wave Park. 2-0 Green Wave. 40 down, 40 to go. This one's from Ibarra. Out to Jesse Bray.
Seems to be that it looks like they took George Heller out again.
Yeah, Heller's on the sideline, and this one's out of play. Ace and Bannel now.
Maybe Stockland's just been like... Maybe Stockland's just been doing better.
Yeah.
Looks like Finn's on the other side now.
Yeah, Finn and Ace switch sides. That one is stopped, and Bannel up in the air. Brings it back down to earth.
As I said, Bannel's a pretty good goalie. I've heard from his club team, so
that's what I've heard.
Shouldn't see too many goals put on him.
Wiltsey bounces it off the center of his chest. He's going to pass it to himself. Talk about teamwork, pass the ball to yourself.
Seems to me, from what I've heard, it seems like he'll be the goalie for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that may be the case. They tried to do some experimentation with Gabe and Andrew being their first.
It didn't really work out the way they wanted to. I thought it was they were doing fine.
I thought they were doing fine, but I guess the stretch versus Heights and Township.
If they're basing it off Township, I mean, really, there's nothing you can do against them. There was great put-ons and great shots put on the net. I mean,
yeah.
Haddon Heights, I mean, that we get that. We get the shot that was missed at the end. There was a misinterpreted situation.
And it was toe balled, yeah.
Not even just that.
It was hard to see.
It's a hard ball to see when 7 people are standing around and it gets kicked through the middle of them.
Right. It was out of play, headed towards Aaron Huff.
Touchdown, what's that?
I didn't see that.
He grabbed it over the shoulder pass.
Gotcha.
So Dan, when's the homecoming game for Audubon for football?
That will be Paulsboro, I believe.
Is it home?
Yes.
That should be a win because Paulsboro is apparently really bad this year at football.
They were undefeated last year, 9-0.
Paulsboro?
Yeah. Has there ever been?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because from what I've heard, they're not winning anything this year.
Maybe a lot has changed.
Little flick off the head of Hayden Wilson.
This one is kicked out towards J.J. Stockland. This one is kicked out towards
Nice
Ace. That's going to roll right on the line, and it's going to be stopped at midfield.
Nice put on the ball to keep it in for a little bit.
Yeah, this will be thrown by Bray. A nice throw there off of the head of Heron. A lot of fans bundling up today. Got a play. Homa's going to get this one off and stopped there by Ibarra.
Doesn't seem like any communication there between Woodstown and that last play.
Seems like a lot changed between the first half and the second half.
What do you mean?
Like in communication.
Not really. I'm saying there wasn't any communication.
Okay.
They ran into each other just there.
Yeah. A silent team is not poised to be as good as a vocal one.
No.
That's just how it is. I'm gonna put my mic down for a second, Matt. You do the talking for a minute.
It looks like it's going in offside spot.
The back. We're gonna have the back.
So the goalie's going to kick it out to the half where Jason Stockman's going to head it to Kina and take a lead. RJ's going to try to send him, but it's cut off. Oh, there he goes. He's sending.
11.
Thank you.
Looks like number 7, Brett Williams, is going to take a shot, and it just goes wide.
Thank you. Matt's doing this for a minute while I put this on.
RJ Holmes is going to take the ball. It's going to number 2, who is Caleb Jarrett. Tyler Wilsey's on a breakaway run. He's going to try to set it up, but looks like it's going to be kept in. A drag and just to the right by Kina.
Unofficially, 45-20, I'm back. We were trying to put the umbrella up on the tripod, but that didn't work.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you can note who Woodstown players are, because I had no idea who they were.
Right.
It's like a,
Oh, and JJ goes for a tumble.
number 10 that committed the foul there. That'd be Cole Lucas.
Yeah, that'll be Ryan Polk, actually.
Oh, damn, it's Cole Lucas. I know, but it's marked down here as Cole Lucas.
Oh, then there's 2.
No, Ryan Polk must be another player on the field.
Here's Wiltsey with a kick. Free kick. And there's a corner!
That would be by...
That's Tyler. Number 11
of the year.
Number 11 in
Tom
9
Brada, if you're out
games.
there
The man
watching.
cannot be stopped, and soccer's not even his first sport. Are you kidding me? It's
If
3-0.
you're out there watching, watch out for an Alfonso.
You said he was watching at the beginning.
I don't know if he still is.
Okay.
Remember, they have school and stuff, so...
Yeah, well, why would he be watching? I hope that they still come here for the Gateway games.
They are.
I would
They
love
said
that.
they're coming here.
Imagine,
They're coming here for Hayden, probably, because it's senior day.
yeah, and he's kind of like an honorary senior. This one's way up in the air. This one's going to come down towards Lucas. Look
Nice
out.
header there by JJ. So this whole time we were calling the wrong player the wrong name.
That happens all the time. It's normal. When you have 22 players on a field, you're bound to get at least 1 or 2 wrong.
Damn. I hope he won't talk because I know he is. I know who he is. Kina's going to take a lead here, pass it out to Hayden, who could have a shot opportunity.
Hayden's got a
He's gonna
shot
take it.
off the
Just hits
crossbar.
the crossbar. It's about to be a 2-piece for him and his brother.
Oh, man. That was...
4-piece McNugget.
No, I'm the one that makes jokes and you know.
No, I'm doing it now. Quick pass out there to Lebrecht.
Lepovsky.
What's his first name?
Eric?
Eric.
With an H.
Interesting.
E-R-I-C-H.
Interesting choice of spelling the name. Eric.
It's a Scandinavian thing.
Oh, is it?
That's why you see, like, E-R-I-K in Eric. That's a Scandinavian thing. Comes from Norway,
Great
Sweden,
call.
Finland.
Great call there, I guess, on bank camera.
And with the, again, the combination of...
Whoa.
What?
The goalie just moved up a lot.
Yeah, look at
He's pretty
that.
much moving up to half. One
That
strong
is
kick from
gold.
Audubon, and that's a goal.
Yeah. Here we go. Liner. Off to the right and out of play.
Handball, it seemed.
Yeah. Yeah, the name Eric with an H on the end or an E-R-I-K, that comes from Scandinavia, Norway, Sweden,
It seemed
and
like the
Finland.
ref got mad at Trent for saying handball, even though it was called a handball.
Yeah, I don't...
I don't see why you could get mad at that. You're just trying to point it out.
I'm not sure.
I mean, people do it all the time.
Yeah, people point out stuff all the time.
Literally every game I need to hear one person call it out.
Whether it's justified or not is irrelevant. But yeah, and then the SKI or SKY, that's Polish. I know some folks with that kind of style to their name. Mine's just a boring old British name.
Daniel Wilkins.
Yes.
That's a British name?
British Isles, yeah.
Mine's a German.
What?
Mine's German. Offsides ball.
Offsides.
Don't really see us, so kind of was lined up with number 4.
I think
maybe
kind of.
Jason. They could have been Jason.
I think kind of was a little bit ahead there. So.
Oh, there was 2 more defenders that were more back than number 4 was. Oh, you zoomed in on the face. They keep zooming in and zooming out. Oh, missed kick there. Hayden takes it.
Missed that one a little bit.
Hayden's fake outs are very deceptive.
Yeah. He's done that at least a couple times
If he kicks
today.
it from here, you could actually make it.
Hat trick maybe kind of tries to set him up, and there's a collision at the goal, and kind of is down.
For a lot of time this season.
Stop the clock.
Yeah, I would have. There
Now
we
they
go.
stopped it.
That took
Let
a
it run
long.
5 seconds in. Let it run 5 seconds.
Okay, let's do that. We'll let it run to 50:05.
Might want to grab that. This goes on the field.
Oh, the soccer ball.
Yeah, because I was just looking for it. I was like,
Yeah, kinda is down. He is being attended to by Coach Tomasetti.
seemed like he landed right on his face when he tripped over the goal.
I think, he must have face planted or something.
Could have been. I don't.
Kinda's been down a lot. And that's not to say that, because he's not fragile.
He's not.
He's a very tough man. And the senior gets up and walks away with Nico Natale.
Nico checks on him, making sure he's okay.
From what I've seen in the 50 minutes that I've seen of Nico Natale, he's a team player.
Seems to be. I mean, he's not a ball hog.
Kinda's got all smiles on his face, so maybe that's a good sign. He's walking with Dan Carter.
Looks like Hassan Kasic's going to come in to substitute in for him.
Yeah, Hassan Kasich is in. Liner. Hayden Wiltsey bounces it off of his head. Comes down, takes a bounce.
He's going to send Tyler, and it doesn't seem to work out.
That one is out of play past the
Should
fence
have that
section.
defensive player could have easily taken another touch or two. Maybe got a pass off. It didn't seem to really help him out there. Because number 4, Bray's going to take it and kick it up the field. Terry Heron's going to intercept it, but it
in the air. A lot of headers today.
Huh?
I said a lot of headers today.
That wasn't a header, though.
I mean, I'm just saying the ball's spending a lot of time in the air. I've seen some games where the ball stays on the ground a lot, and this is one that the ball has been in the air a lot. A lot of bounces off the shin, off of the chest, off of the head. Wow, Hassan stops that one right in its path.
I don't know what part of his body even hit that.
I don't even know. That came in
I
so
thought it
fast.
looked like it hit off his elbow.
Comes back down to earth.
No.
Trent's trying to stop it, and he does. I'm liking how Trent's playing today.
He's not playing too aggressive, but he's also playing not too passive.
Maybe the goalie is the right spot for him. Maybe it's the right spot.
He does play goalie for his club team, who's apparently, according to Hayden, his club team is ranked 10th in the state.
Wow. What club team is it?
I'm not sure.
Fair enough.
Me personally, I don't know. I know Hayden and them play for different club teams. So.
Yeah.
Hayden's club team, I think, is a little bit better than Trent's.
Well, how do you get better than 10th in the country?
10th in the state.
Sorry, yeah.
By being 9th or better. That's how you get better than 10th.
True.
I know Hayden's team beat a team, I think that was like 2nd in the state.
Yeah.
Something like that. Get to ask him after the game.
It's true. Look at J.J. Stockland. He's running in. Hayden now brings this one. RJ was calling for him. Now he fakes him out again. He was just waiting for his time to pounce.
He's going to send it to Jay, who's going to cross it. Oh.
Potential.
Nico's going to charge on it, looks like.
Yeah.
Blaze is going to come back, maybe take a shot. I think he can make it from there. I've seen it done before.
Look at RJ. Player goes down, number 9. There's more bumping and bouncing than a 1960s prom, as now just shy of midfield.
No.
Take it in. I spray. Liner. Off the head of Heron.
Looks like you might send up. He's going to pass it out to Hassan.
Maybe he'll be just short.
That should be a... Ooh. It kind of looked like it might have hit off Hassan there.
Yeah, I don't know. They're going to get some subs out, though. Coming in is Ryan Polk.
Where?
Redhead number 13. That's what I was told.
By who?
A Woodstown parent. Like I said, the numbers were all out of whack.
I think number 31 might be him.
Ibarra bringing it to RJ. Natale setting himself up in position.
So you try to send him, but Tony stops it on a dime. Oh!
Maybe a shot.
Third
Yes!
goal! Dude, that's a hat trick.
Put the hat trick on him. Get your Phillies head out of the car. Need to give him a hat
hit
trick.
up a certain Audubon player like this.
What? Are you sending something to Connor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Make that 4-0. Green Waves. This would be the second game if the score holds that Audubon would, that Woodstown would lose by more than a goal.
What do we got, 4-0 right now?
Yeah, 4-0, unofficially 55-11, so we still have about 20 minutes to play.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised to see them take out Tyler. And maybe
He's already on the sideline.
Never mind.
That was fast.
I
Sean
don't
Clark
think
is
you'll
in.
see him back again.
Sean Clark is in.
You shouldn't see him back again.
Yeah, and Ben Cameron's gonna try to take this one. Woodstown almost had a shot. Liner with that wind really carrying that curve all the way to the left, way wide of the goal.
It was a handball.
What?
Oh no! Somebody called it handball, and there was like nothing near his hand. It hit his foot.
Sometimes people like to call handball to try to gain a leverage, to try to get the call to go their way, but they're lining one up. That one's on the ground and wide left. Taken in by Woodstown's number 24, Jeff Coverley. What's that?
That's a good call out by trying to calls out when there's a kick that might be going off.
Like I said, very vocal. Sometimes for good, sometimes
on the field,
not
off,
for good.
on the field, off the field, playing goal, playing mid.
I'm finally going to cave. I'm putting on the Red Sox.
Hey, it doesn't show anymore. It doesn't make you any less manly.
Well, the thing is that I have protection that keeps me from being cold easily. It's hard to multitask, really.
Sean Clark, very aggressive there.
Yeah. I don't think I see a single player that's, except for, oh no, we do see a couple guys that are wearing just the jersey and shorts. Terry, Tony,
Most people
Jason,
out here are.
and Hayden, Ben.
I mean, I only see
Hassan's got a full-on hoodie, and
I only
Sean.
see Hassan, Sean, and
Sean's
RJ
got like a
wearing
romper. This one might be a good shot here. Kasich trying to set one up, and he gets it out.
Would have been a nice shot.
It's out of play.
I'd like to see RJ score.
I find it funny that at the end of September, it's, cold.
Beginning of September was very hot.
Well, I'm saying by the end of the month. But remember, like, one year when it was 70 degrees on Christmas Day?
No.
Okay, I remember that a couple of years ago. Must have been like 5-6 years ago.
I remember that.
It was like
fact that it was 70 degrees.
It was like 70
I don't remember
degrees
what
on
the
Christmas
temperature was
Day.
yesterday.
What?
I don't remember what the temperature was yesterday.
It was pretty nice.
Like I could choose. What do you tell me? I could choose a random day of the year and you can find out what it was.
Look at Hayden. He tried faking him out like 4 or 5 times.
Is he still going?
He did. He stopped eventually.
I can't see.
Good shot there. This one's kicked
Let it leave.
horizontally. Woodstown won't let this one go.
Sorry. Seems like Hayden will come back and grab it.
Whistle.
Ooh, I'm not sure where the foul was on that. Maybe when Hayden tried getting the ball. As Dan struggles to zipper up a hoodie.
I swear, zippers are against me. Zippers are against me. I swear.
Nice little kick
There
by
we go.
Gray.
Okay, it's up in the air.
Seems like I've been doing the commentating recently.
Well,
Dan, you should be the color guy and I can be the commentator.
well, what do I know about soccer?
Ooh!
Wow, a spin move.
Ooh!
This one's off to the right. Keeping it on the line, and it's wide right. Very good kick there by number 7, Brett Lee.
Blaze seems to be coming back in for
Blaze is back.
Jason.
Jason is out.
Yes, Jason.
Out will be number 4 for Woodstown, Mr. Jesse Bray.
Number 31, who is that?
Evan Yao.
That's who that is?
Yeah, I believe so. That's
it's
number 9.
Dagan
Excuse
Shaw.
me. Number 31 is
I think it's Dagan Shaw.
Deegan Shaw, yeah. Jarris. Out to Pavlovsky. Lepovsky, excuse me. Up in the air and out to the right side, and this will head out towards the student section. Whatever is left. I'm very excited if the rain holds for the Monday night game
It
versus
won't.
Camden Catholic.
It's a shame because we only get 2 a year, and last year it rained during one of our night games.
Well, the fact that there are 2 games makes it special. If every game was a night game, it wouldn't feel as special. Just feel like another
I'm
day
saying
at the
it's a shame
office.
that they can't. They don't usually reschedule night games.
Yeah,
Because the city has to know in advance.
Yeah,
We tried making a game that we tried making a night game. We tried making a night game last year, and they wouldn't do it. I think it was a playoff game. No, it wasn't,
Somebody
because
picked
the
up on
playoff
Mike
game
Khalid.
has to be during the day. Okay, which game it was? Might have been.
Son. Oh, wow. Doing the splits. Look out for the jewels as now RJ.
We got the Blaze, maybe.
Kasich and Wiltsey sends that one to his own father.
Seems like the ref was in his way.
Yeah.
The ref was moving.
He's got a smile on his face. 61-25.
I don't think he really minds considering the score.
Yeah.
If it was a closer, if it was 1-1,
he might be a little more ticked off. Yeah. 4-0. Yeah.
If it was if it was a 1-1, he probably would have pushed through ref. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Liner by
Legally,
Tony.
it's not against the rule to do that. I mean,
Right. Ref is where he is. It's kind of like when a ball hits the umpire, it's not officially a dead ball. Like in baseball. That's what I meant.
what if it's on the foul line and it hits him? Is that in?
If it's a foul ball and it hits the umpire, then yes, it's foul ball.
No, I'm saying he's on the line.
Oh, then I
'Cause
honestly,
if it hits the line, isn't it fair?
I think so. It would be treated as if the ball never hit him. If it's fair, it's fair. If it's foul, it's foul. At the point of contact, really. Blaze trips up and
thought that was going to be in.
I thought that was in.
The way Trent jumped, it looked like it was going in.
My water bottle that I have to throw away.
Trey, what about him? I'll dance with them. Shout out.
This will be a corner for
Sorry, I
Woodstown.
wasn't talking about you. Right.
No, I think was my mic picking me up the whole way?
I don't know.
Okay.
I couldn't hear you.
He
Corner
stops.
Corner kick here by, I
Whole
believe, is Cole. And Sean
Stop.
Clark whips.
almost did it again. No sign of JV yet.
The game's probably not over yet.
Probably.
Ooh. That's an interesting call.
Handball?
I don't really see
Just
why
a
it
foul.
was called. It was a simple fire to fire play.
I don't know. Lepovsky lines this
Could
one
have
up.
been the kick. He might have kicked. I think he kicked around him.
And this will be kicked by Williams,
And it
who
will
gets
go
this
left.
one to the left.
That was too race.
Kinda's coming back in.
Oh, he is? That's
Yeah.
good to see him.
And
play.
Kasich is out.
Come on, Blake.
Liner. In the air, brought down by number 20,
Oh, yeah.
Bryce Ayers.
Number 2, who's that?
That is Gerace. Yeah.
Number
Caleb
13.
Gerace.
Number 13 from Woodstown for a little too strong of a kick.
A little bit, yeah. Picked up by number 13, thrown in.
Yes. Stop there by Blaze.
Very good stop.
You ever notice how Clark runs with like one arm across his stomach?
Yeah,
One
you're
arm
right.
hangs down.
I mean, I guess everybody's got their own style of running. Wiltsey goes for a tumble. He's back up.
Seemed like he lost his footing when he was trying to get the ball and he never really got it back.
There's a difference between a fall and a flop. That was not.
That wasn't either.
And Hayden's not the kind of guy to do that.
He doesn't usually flop. If he goes down, he just he lost his footing.
Yeah.
It's not like he's trying to draw a foul.
No, that's what I said. He's not the kind of guy to
There
flop.
was really nothing to draw a foul from there either, so there was no reason for him to flop.
Right. Kinda's running hard.
Who's Mr. Headband? Who's that?
That is number 20, which is Bryce Ayers. Bryce Ayers, a senior, and handed one hand by Trent. Now he's down. He's back up. He somehow saved that ball from being trouble. And Finn
Calls
just...
out, that's my bad. He takes responsibility. That's a good thing.
He does. Trent likes to take responsibility.
I mean, he's a goalie, so
Kinda has
not
to.
a lot of goalies make they don't usually make mistakes like that. So when they do, they often take
They
responsibility.
own up, yeah.
They own up to it.
Eric's looking for a shot. Grounds it, and it's out of play, intended for
That
Bilecki.
was off of White.
Green throw, Green.
Coming in is Nico Natale and Jason
Hold
Stutland.
that ball, Green. Hold the ball.
Jason Stockton and Nico, and seems Blaze is going back out, and he just came in.
Yeah,
recently.
Blaze is out and Clark is out. No substitutions for Woodstown.
It seems like
4-0,
Blaze is,
unofficially 66-38.
it seems like Blaze is just running with a limp. I know he's still dealing with that partial injury.
Yeah, with the hamstring. But that seems to have recovered now.
No, you can see the tape on his leg.
Nico just gave me a nod and a what's up. Love Nico. This one's out of play.
Jesus, Dan.
I bobbled that one bad. I think I'm going to retire.
Should have retired before you started.
I saved your camera. Oh, boy. I
So
bobbled
Nico's going to press up hard on this.
Yeah. He's out of
Kinda
play.
can take a shot from here, maybe.
Kinda might be able to take a shot. Bobbled by Stengel. He says it. Here's a kick to Stockland.
Nice job, JJ.
Okay, that hit us. Get that, Matt. Get that.
Hey,
I'm trying.
It got stuck under our chair.
my bad.
You're good.
You're good.
Why did you yell?
You're just a part of the show.
I yelled into it.
It's authentic. It's all good.
Collision there by Kine and 13 shakes Kine up a little bit.
Yeah, who's waiting there at center line? Ryan Wallace.
Ryan Wallace is in?
Yeah, Ryan Wallace. Well, he's waiting.
He's waiting to come in. It looks
He's
like
waiting.
He might be coming in for, I would say maybe Hayden.
Maybe.
Wait, no, Hayden's out.
Well,
No,
Hayden's still
in.
here. I think he's just waiting.
And you're the first day player.
Yeah, I guess they're done. That's Dylan Gallagher.
Is he back?
Yeah, he's back.
Hey,
But-
Cash, we go to Mike. Yeah, I got these high shoes.
Well, they can already hear you from here, but
Wow.
68-34 as
Is this news?
no,
It's
it's
like a sports commentator.
yeah. We do this for the high school. Oh, look at that backflip, man.
That's awesome.
That's good. All right. Well, he's gonna go back to your friend. He just did a backflip in front of us. That's pretty damn cool. Can I speak on the mic?
No.
We're professionals over here.
I'm
Lepofsky.
not a professional. Oh, little lead there. Come on, Tony.
Tony's gonna stop it, and our booth is under siege. It's under attack.
That was coming to me.
It was coming to you. Should have gotten it.
I'm going to stand back and dribble a little.
I see. RJ is going to stop this one. Headed back out to RJ. Stopped by Kina. Now it's back out to Caleb Gervais.
And stop my Tony.
That one is stopped. This
Kine's
one's
going to take control.
headed
and
very
maybe
far
send
back and
Nico
forth.
Down the line, yes.
Nico
He's
is
gonna
going to
back
set
and
this
just
one up, but it goes right back to Woodstown and Gervais. Slowing down the momentum and getting it out to Bilecki. This one, it's a whistle. JJ will set this one up. He's going to throw. Good throw off of Natale's left foot. Well, bus just pulled in, so I think Woodstown is back. And they will take out some of their subs.
Who ended up winning.
What?
I'm trying to see all the bomb players who ended up
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that. As some JV players.
Unfortunately, we're not able to cover the JV games because of the time.
Yeah, because of the timing and everything. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday anyway, so it wouldn't work.
We might try to cover the. Gateway did have one. We might try to cover the Gateway one,
Maybe if I'm up to it.
and if it's not raining,
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be better by then.
Jason's going to try to charge on.
Here's Gervais. He slides and he trips over himself. Yeah, go get one of those players over there and ask them what the score was.
Where are they?
They're all going that way. Like, stand over there.
Mr. Witt.
Mr. Wits. Has he got the wits?
Possibly.
Grazes Homa. And now Kina takes it to Lepofsky for Woodstown. Now it's stopped by Bilecki, and that one is on the line.
Good job, RJ.
Right.
He just went, oh.
Well, he was trying to look for a quick throw.
Yeah, he was trying to look for a quick throw, and then he didn't get it, yeah. Hayden stops, let's bounce once, let's bounce twice. Now he's going to fake him.
The kid had to fall on him to keep the ball from going by. Look, he shook two people.
That one's stopped by
That's amazing.
Stengel.
Hayden's phenomenal.
Lepofsky trying to get something going. Liner,
It's a lot different of a game than it was against Woodstown last year. That's for sure.
very different, considering that they both
1-1
had
tie.
9 seniors.
It's a 1-1 tie. That's how it ended.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. JJ Stockland
Through ball.
setting up a shot. Bannel's back out. Heron hesitated to get the shot out.
Great job by Trent there.
Very good. Up in the air by Tony. This one will go within the yellow circle. Off to the left. Trent trying to save it, and he does.
Why does it seem like the JV team has better uniforms? They actually have Wolverines written on their uniforms. So
I don't know.
The Woodstown uniforms doesn't even have like all it has is their logo.
On the back. Back of jersey. This one comes back down to earth. I'm going to zoom in on the sideline and make sure that Witt's already isn't here. Unless you see him.
Is that him walking over there?
No, that's not. That's Connor.
The other one next to him?
Okay, Witz is not on the sideline yet, so keep an eye out.
Silly bit.
Watching for him. He might not have played today, I don't know.
Well, yeah. RJ, wow, faking out. And this one goes to the fan next to me. JJ will throw this one in. He waits.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have a sub, okay. Kaina is out and not sure who's coming in. What?
Yeah, sharing a little laugh with RJ there.
I didn't see him laugh.
No, I pointed at him and I said, make fun of him. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I think at that point you were talking about the sub.
Oh, okay. Because I was pointing at Kaina. And Aiden.
Is that who came out?
Go out. Yeah, Kaina's out and in is...
Who?
What?
Oh, I thought you said Ian is in. I was like, who the heck is Ian?
No,
I was like, since when do we have an Ian? God, that's something. I think Hassan came in.
Yeah, Hassan must have come in. He's right on the line.
Woof!
Oh,
Nice, Hassan.
hello, buddy.
Keep it up, Hassan.
Liner Natale misses it over his head.
Wallace just missed it. As I'm sitting here on, like, pretty much lifeguard duty watching for him. Oh, there's Curly. I can
Yeah, it's Curly.
As a kid, time to just continue. Athleticism.
Unofficially 75-12. We're wrapping it up. 1-0.
1-0 score against Gateway was a win for Audubon.
All right.
Who scored?
Wait.
Sorry?
Raymond, yes. Yes. Raymond got the goal for JV. That's awesome. That is awesome. I thought he would be more of a defenseman considering his build.
We bonded a lot last year. I practiced with his crew a lot.
I mean, you guys are only a couple of years apart. He graduated in
Literally, I think he's 3 years old. He's only 3 years older.
And I'm 2 years younger than you.
So he's 5 years old.
Yeah. Wow, Mark Wiltsey. Mark Wiltsey almost broke his hand trying to make that play.
Is Mark Wiltsey over there now? I thought he was over
he's
there.
in the corner. He's taking some pictures. Ooh. Ooh. Stopped by Stengel, and he dives.
Ryan Wallace almost had his first goal of his varsity career right there.
So with it being a 4-0 win, assuming the score holds,
what's the time?
76-18 unofficially.
Well,
Player of the game picks?
Oh God. Come on. Let me think about it.
Maybe. Yeah. Tyler, one of the Wilsons?
I don't want to do the Wilsons. We've done them already.
Okay.
Who else is doing good out there? Who seem to be hustling a lot?
What about? I was gonna say Trent because it's his first.
We've already done Trent.
We've already done that, but we haven't gotten his goalie perspective. I mean, I don't know.
I'm thinking I'll get one by the end of the game.
Okay. Ideas are brewing inside the mind of Matt Wagner. Wiltsey's going to send a kickoff to Terry Herron, Ryan Wallace.
What I'm really looking for is a late goal by somebody.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for somebody to sink one
like a garbage
and I'm like,
time
there you
goal.
are.
Yeah, there you are.
There you go. There's somebody. No, it's just like Hayden. Hayden makes it again. You got to be kidding me. Wait, who made the 4th goal? Oh, shoot, that's right. Tyler scored 3.
Have we interviewed Hayden yet? I don't think
We did. We interviewed him like the 2nd game of the year.
I think that was the scrimmage, though.
No, that was Tyler.
The scrimmages shouldn't count in terms of winning it yet.
Come on!
That's off his head. Line drive.
Have we interviewed RJ yet?
We got a player down.
Ooh, number 4. Oh, that's
Jesse Gray.
Yeah,
Jesse Bray. He is walking gingerly on his left foot. From the angle that I saw, it looks like he may have hit the post. Like he may have.
Maybe he went to kick it and hit the post with his foot.
Yeah, or like just kind of fell into it. Otherwise, that's not. Regardless, that's good. Hopefully, he is okay. He seems to be putting his hand around the center of his back, so maybe he strained that somehow. I don't know, but from the angle that I saw, he was down right in front of the post. They were calling for him, so still no picks.
Thinking Bruin, heads he is. Brewing in the head. RJ. Did we interview RJ? Yes, we did.
I don't think we have.
We did interview RJ. Well, we can do it again.
Goldie.
That's true, Trent Bannel, but we did our.
Yeah, we interviewed him last week. That's why I don't. If he was like a little while ago, I would have said yeah, but he was last week.
Yeah, that was last week.
What's your pick and restart again?
Let's see.
Huh?
Stars again?
Well, we do have a player of the game interview, but it's less statistical and more getting as many players as you can represented and their viewpoints. Kicked by Lecky.
So my home. Maybe a late goal here. Something. Anything. Gonna shot on net.
Oh, guys. Guess what?
Come on.
Something.
Oh.
Anything.
Brennan,
From there!
Adam,
You.
and Adam, the one has
All right, well,
Oh.
up in the air to the right side for Stenger.
I'm going to slam my mic.
I think I'm going to go with Tony G. Tony Giordano.
What? We already interviewed him.
We did not.
Wait a minute.
Hassan. Maybe. No. Just got blocked.
Son!
Brought out
Come on, man.
to Polk, and it's off the head of Tony.
This is killing me.
Terry collides with number 12. Cole Lucas.
Hayden's gonna look to drain out the puck, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, we just did the rainbow. He just did the rainbow.
And I think I missed it partially.
No.
That one is
I'm telling you that this is rainbow.
back into play. Stockland off the back shin of Clark.
That's it. He took a shot on that. That's our play.
We didn't.
No, we're not doing Tony.
We didn't.
Tony didn't do anything. I'm sorry, but he didn't do anything this game.
The whole thing was that we were going to interview a team leader.
But I want to interview somebody that actually did. No offense to Tony. But he did great.
How about kind of?
Sure, why not?
Let's do
Connor's
that.
a great player.
Yeah.
I feel like they even gave him a lot of recognition.
Yeah.
So why not? Oh, wait a minute.
Sean Clark.
Did we interview Sean Clark today? No.
We have not, and he's going to go sliding in.
That's enough for Sean Clark. Corner kicker?
Yeah, probably. Hayden.
I was going to
That's
say.
not gonna matter.
Dude, that's the second time we
Yeah, both have.
we got cut off of a corner kick.
So a shutout for Audubon, and for the first time since at least 2019, the Green Wave beat the Wolverines 4-0. They tied last year and lost in 2020. That is a 4-0 final. Goals from Tyler Wiltsey, Hayden Wiltsey, and a big win. They will play Monday night, assuming the rain holds off, versus the
speaking
Camden.
to Coach Morrison earlier, she said no.
Well, we will have to see.
It's going to be day-to-day basis.
Yeah, day-to-day basis. If everything holds up, Monday night, 8 o'clock, Camden Catholic Irish versus the Audubon Green Wave. That will be next. Our post-game will be pretty quick. It'll be Kaina Ugana Afere. We'll wait for him, and we will be back.
Too late. We already announced.
Final score, Audubon 4, Woodstown nothing. Our player of the game, presented by Amato Brothers, is Kaina Ugana Afere. No goals today for you, but very impressive on the defensive side of things and also on the offensive side of things, getting the ball out there. This is your first year playing varsity for us. Didn't play much last year. How does this varsity experience feel for you?
It's mostly I was injured last year, but I feel better. I'm better now, kind of injured, but I can take it.
Yeah, you are truly a team player. You've gone down a lot in the last couple of games, including today. What happened out there? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm good. There should have been a penalty, but we won't get every call, though. We just got to live with it. We got the
Yeah, I know Trent said on my interview on Thursday in Collingswood that they wanted to go 2-1 this week. Didn't happen. 1-2 is still good, though. You don't play heights accounts for the rest of the year. Camden Catholic on Monday. Going forward for the rest of the season, what do you see in this team? How do you see this team performing down the stretch?
I can only see good things, because we just weren't missing today. There was no problem. We just played as a team. The game Monday, we can't really look at it as a game just because we have to win. We have to take every game seriously. So we got to go on Monday hard and raise up.
And that will be the way to do it. 4-0 Audubon wins today with Trent Bannel having a shutout in his first start as a goalie. With how the goalies have changed throughout this season, you have confidence in this year?
Of course. You always got to have especially with teammates and almost going to do anything for the team. So, yeah.
Well, that'll be all for us today. Kind of fun up the player of the game. 4-0 Audubon, the victor over Woodstown. You go celebrate with your guys. We'll be back on Monday versus Camden Catholic and the Irish as they face off against the Green Wave. 7 o'clock, day to day. See how the remnants of Hurricane Ian pan out. But we'll see you then. I'm Dan Wilkins, broadcasting